What up, world? It's your boy True Speech, and welcome to True Reviews. First in a new series of videos where I'm gonna review all things I'm passionate about. Music, anime, video game, TV shows, everyday things we all prescribe to take our minds away the entertainment aspect of life. If you are new to the channel, definitely smash that like button for me. Click that subscribe. It's a small thing for you, but it means a lot to me. I'm trying to grow this channel to be as great as it is and build a community here. Also, smash that notification bell because I am going to drop a few different types of videos. So I'm not just going to do reviews. I'm also going to do vlogs talking about everyday things and current events that are going on in our lives. I also do health and fitness. I'm going to do a lot of workout videos. I'm going to do some cooking videos. So I got all types of content, man. I also have shorts I'm going to be dropping. So I really want to bring everything that I'm passionate about to this channel. That being said, I'm gonna get into it. This is the first episode in True Reviews, and it's gonna be a big one. End of the year, everybody knows I'm a massive hip hop fan, so I have decided to count down my list of the top 20 hip hop albums of 2022. Before I get into this list, everybody's not gonna agree with this list, but for this and all reviews I do about music, I want you guys to know how I rate each project. 5 categories to which I break down and I rate a hip hop album: lyrics and vocals, production. Now, production includes a few different things, right? The sound quality, how well is the project mixed and mastered, how the album sounds sonically when you hear it is part of the overall listening experience, and that's part of production. The arrangement of the album, how the songs are arranged, the skits are arranged, the order of the songs, that's part of production. And the flow of the album. Are the skits and the songs meshing? Does the intro and the outro all make sense? Are the different elements within the album designed to have a certain flow within the album to have a more easily digestible listening experience? Content, of course, is big to me. Like, what are you talking about? Now, content doesn't just have to be like fighting oppression and uplifting the people all the time. No, content is objective, right? If I'm listening to a Future album, okay, Future, what are you talking about as far as your lane? If I'm listening to a Nas album, okay, Nas, what is the content in regards to your lane? Because once again, hip hop is subjective. Replay value, which to me is important. I'm still a fan of projects and putting together a cohesive body of work. Is this gonna be an album I'm listening to one time and be like, man, it was cool, toss it away and never listen to it again? Or am I going to run it back for a period of time? A couple months, could be a year. The way we digest music now, 5-10 years from now, are you gonna be listening to the albums that drop in 2022? Maybe, maybe not. If it's good enough and it has a good replay value, then of course you will. And of course, the most important category of how I rate music, the experience. When you put together a cohesive body of work, any body of work, you intend to give the listener an experience. What experience did I have listening to this project? Did it take my mind to a place like Biggie when he painted such vivid words and literally spit movies, and you could close your eyes and get a picture of everything he was talking about in his lyrics? Or is it just a collection of songs that you put together because they bang? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is the experience that I'm getting from this project? Those 5 categories are the categories that I use and the criteria that I use to rate these albums. Now, intros aside, I had to get that out the way because this is the first one. Hands down, this was a very difficult task. I thought it was gonna be a lot easier. And of course, it's subjective. If you disagree, drop it in the comments. If you agree, drop it in the comments. Who am I to tell you about your listening experience? And who am I to tell you about your musical taste? I'm just sharing mine. So, enough talk. Let's get it. God Don't Make Mistakes, Conway the Machine, coming in at number 20. This hurt because I am a Griselda fan, I'm a Conway fan, I'm a fan of rappers, I'm a fan of bars, I'm a fan of good music. Conway didn't do it for me on this project, man. Ooh, and it hates because I'm a Griselda fan. And the reason I say this is because when you comparing Griselda to Griselda, you have to compare them to the last projects because I personally believe Conway is a top 10 rapper right now. So when I'm going into a Conway project, I'm expecting heat. I got that with the last project, La Machina. This one, not so much. Going into the criteria, man, lyrics were there. Lyrics were high because we talking about Conway, we talking about Griselda, we talking about high caliber spitters. So the bars was there for sure. Production is where it fell flat. Some of the beats just did not do it for me. It wasn't an easy listening experience. Beat selection was a little Some of the beats just kind of bored me. And then some of them just felt like they were awkward. Content was pretty good. It was mid. Once you get into somebody like Conway, it's easy for him to fall back into the trap rap. You know what I mean? Rapping about Drug Life and all of that, which was okay, but he saved it on some of the later joints like Blessed and like Chanel Pearls with Jill Scott. Stressed was a really great song. So he saved it on content on a few of the joints throughout the track, especially the one with him and Benny and him and Beanie Siegel. So the content is what kind of brought it back. Replay value is really where he lost me, man. Like I'll listen to some songs on God Don't Make Mistakes, but I'm not certain I'm gonna go back and replay the whole thing over and over again, start to finish. Some of the songs, they just don't vibe well with me. And that's what led to the experience. Overall, the experience left me a little lacking. It did, because I was expecting so much more, especially coming off his last project, which was fire. It was absolute flames. This one felt like, it was mid to me. And this is coming from a fan of Conway, a fan of Benny, a fan of Westside Gunn. I love Griselda, but I gotta say Conway, God Don't Make Mistakes on number 20. Number 19, 2000, Joey Badass. Not Joey's best project. It was by no means a bad project. It was a great Joey project. My issue with Joey Badass is sometimes Joey gets too deep in his Joey bag, meaning that the album sounded very similar, and there was periods where it felt like I was listening to one long ass song, and it's not too much deviation from where he's comfortable, right? And I've been doing this for 10 years, and a high caliber lyricist as Joey Badass is, I'm not taking nothing away from Joey as a lyricist. It's just my opinion on what I felt listening to the album. It kind of bored me. Actually, it did bore me. So it was just like Joey, 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 Joey. And I'm like, all right, we get it, cool, damn. The beats were so mellow, it didn't take me there. It didn't make me want to move. And don't get me wrong, Joey Badass don't really make, movement type of music. But at some point, man, you gotta, my energy gotta be up if I'm listening to a project. I don't want to listen to one type of tone throughout an entire album. By no means am I discrediting Joey by putting him at 19. This is my opinion on where I feel the project was. Lyrics, obviously, Joey, out of this world. Lyrics were real high. Production and content, it sounded good. The album definitely sounded good. It had a flow. It just flowed from one song to the next. Content, obviously, top tier. We talking about Joey Badass. It was some very deep, introspective songs, but they sounded very similar. Replay value, man, it's kind of where you lose some points with me, Joey. I'm not excited to run the 2000 back. Being honest. The experience was okay. I wasn't thrilled listening to the album. I wasn't like super excited. I was excited because it was a Joey album, but then listening to it, I'm just kind of like, all right. Just being for real. For 18, this one hurt. I'm being honest with you. I think this one probably hurt the most. Snowfall, Jeezy. I want to put this disclaimer out there. I am a Jeezy fan. Have been since we first heard Jeezy on Fabulous album 20-something years ago. I've been a Jeezy fan. Jeezy mixtape fan, his album fan. I done blew a couple 12s, some amps. Definitely blew out some of my tweeters listening to Jeezy the Snowman and all his mixtapes coming up. Like, Jeezy was music and life for a teenage young adult me. And Thug Motivation 101 belongs in the annals of hip hop as one of the dopest hip hop projects of all time. It's up there. Thug Motivation is a classic. I didn't get that from Snowfall. I did not get that from Snowfall. Snowfall has some bangers. It did have some bangers. Shout out to Hell of It, because one of my favorite songs on the album is I Ain't Gonna Hold You. Detroit, part of our slang, I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't gonna hold you up. It's something that we say up here. Jeezy obviously got real strong Detroit connections, so that was really dope. That was a dope nod to the city. But overall, the project just didn't hit for me like it should, man. And I love Jeezy, dog, and this one hurt putting him at 18. But if I go to criteria, lyrics, sometimes lyrics felt a little like, Jeezy, you've been doing this too long, bro. Like, step it up, man, come on. Some of the lyrics were there, some of the lines were there, but it just felt like, okay, we listening to another Jeezy project. Production was great. The beats sounded good. They were very nice. It was arranged good. It had a decent flow at times, but some of the songs, he could have kept those, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of the songs just did not hit for me. There were some song skippers on Snowfall. Content. You don't go into a Jeezy album listening for introspective content. You go into a Jeezy album listening for Jeezy content. And that's what we got. We got a lot of it, but it sounded kind of the same. So, lost some points there. Replay value. I ran Snowfall back like once or twice. Not super excited to run it back constantly. Do I pick and choose some songs? For sure. Are some songs on the playlist? Absolutely. But is the whole album a run back for me? It wouldn't be my go-to. Being honest. Experience felt kind of flat because I went into it expecting Jeezy. I expected a Jeezy level experience where I am just dialed in the whole time listening, like Jeezy doing it. I didn't get that, especially with him and Drama linking back up, dog. My expectations were off the charts, and I felt after the listening experience, I felt it was flat in a couple spots, and there was some song skippers. So I was like, you know. 17, Her Loss, Drake and 21. I put it at 17 because I listened to Her Loss more than I listened to Jeezy. Lyrics and vocals, right? Drake was spitting. 21 was doing his 21 thing. Not extremely high caliber lyricists, being honest. Production, it sounded good, but some of the songs just didn't really, they was content, Where it got points for me was replay value and experience, right? Going into it, I thought it was a decent experience. It came in a little flat sometimes, but then it pulled me back in, then it lost me, then it pulled me back in. So it was like a yo-yo effect, you know what I mean, a roller coaster throughout my listening experience. But the replay value was high because I ran a lot of the songs back. The songs on there that are very good, and they serve a purpose. It is some slappers on there that hit and hit hard. I'm old school. I love bass. I love my speakers up. I love my music loud. 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm leaving the house, dog, my music is up. I need to get up. I'm leaving, doing my thing. I'm going to the gym. My music is up. I'm going to the grocery store, a gas station. My music is up. CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, my mama house. My music is up. I don't care. Going to go pick up the kids. My music is up. So I ran back Her Loss quite a few times because there's some slappers on there. So that's why I put it higher than the other ones at 17 because, hey, the replay value was there, experience was there. But it felt like a Drake album featuring 21. Going into this project, I expected more of, okay, y'all have hit us with quite a few joint collaborations. Now y'all got a rhythm, y'all got a flow, y'all know how each other work. Y'all doing a complete collaborative album. I was expecting Styles P and Jadakiss. It wasn't. Drake did his thing, 21 came on his, did his thing, song over. Drake has a whole song, 21 has a whole song, next song. They blew an opportunity to do the Styles P and Jada. 16. Apartment 505, Coast Contra. Hands down, Coast Contra are four of the dopest lyricists out right now. As a collective, they work. As individuals, they are spitters. They're four fierce MCs, rappity rap rappers. And me being a rappity rap rapper myself, I appreciate that. I appreciate lyricism. I appreciate putting bars together. I appreciate rhyme schemes, punchlines, metaphors, similes. Putting together a puzzle to give the listener an experience with your words. Right? An MC is a wordsmith. I appreciate that art form. Coast Contra consists of four dudes who can do just that. Where the album fell flat for me, they got too stuck in that rappity rap bag. Some of the hooks were repetitive. Some of the song content was like, your bars are there, but the type of song that you're doing and the hooks are too simplistic. But when they are in their bag, they are in their bag. And the reason I had to put them at 16 for their debut project is potential. I see Coast Contra's potential for greatness. They are amazing. When they were on Toby's Destruction, oh my God, did they shine. They need more opportunities like this and more big time songs like this where they can display how great they are on these type of records. So in my opinion, Coast Contra will reach a new level once they get more type of records like Destruction. Records that have a wider appeal, but they're able to play and have fun and display their lyricism and display their animated nature and really fall in the pockets of great production. When they do that, Coast Contra gonna be top tier. But right now, lyrically, hands down, they're top tier. Like they're amazing lyricists. If you go back and look at their freestyles, my anticipation for Apartment 505 was off the charts. But the album itself has some pockets where it lost me a little bit. Lyrics, off the charts. It's Coast Contra. Production and arrangement, meh. Flow, it was good. Like I said, some of the songs were kind of like, these hooks a little too repetitive for me. Content, it's Coast Contra. Content's off the charts. Replay value was there, but it wasn't like, oh man, I gotta go back and listen to this again. I got to. The replay value was where they lost some points for me. But the experience was good because they put skits in and they arranged the music. They did arrange it in a way that told their story, right? Debut album, the dudes are young. Like I said, I see potential for them to be top tier. Right now, individually as lyricists and as a group, they're insanely lyrically, bar-wise, they are ferocious. They just gotta work on these song structures and, you know, just kind of hone in and refine their song making ability. They do that, they'll be out of control, bro. Boom, I'm gonna stop it there. That's the end of the first segment. So if you wanna see 15 through 11, you wanna see 10 through 6, you wanna see 5 through 1, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna put a subscribe thing around here somewhere. Smash that notification bell. Please smash that notification bell, because outside of True Reviews, I also do workout videos. I do blogs about life, talk about anime, music, video games, movies. I'm gonna drop content weekly. Might be 2 videos, might be 3 videos, could be 4. Who knows? And make sure you drop a comment below of where you think my rankings are. If you think things should be moved, if you think things should be fine the way they are, let me know. I'm building a community here. And as always, walk in peace, walk in light, walk in love, be a blessing, not a burden. Make sure today is better than yesterday and you get ready to make tomorrow the best you can. It's your boy True Speech. I'm out.